of those deaths were people who are under the age of 35. Senior citizens can soon expect to pay less for some critical prescription drugs. The Biden administration announced the first round of 10 drugs that will be part of price negotiations for people on Medicare. They include medications for diabetes, blood clots, and blood cancers.
We believe negotiating is the way in which we drive lower costs for people, and it's actually wrong for pharmaceutical companies to be able to charge whatever they can to consumers.
The ability for the government to negotiate Medicare drug prices is part of the Inflation Reduction Act, which passed last year. That law led to a $35 monthly cap on insulin for seniors on Medicare. NASA has spotted a new crater on the moon. Check it out. The space agency says Russia's latest moon mission likely created after it crashed into the lunar surface. The uncrewed Luna 25 spacecraft launched earlier this month. Scientists expected it to land near the lunar south pole, but the Russian space agency said an engine failure caused it to crash. It was Russia's first lunar lander in almost 47 years. Weather specialist Nick Dunn is here with your forecast, and Nick, it's going to be pretty hot.
Yeah, a big one out to Alterfest tomorrow. It's going to be another pretty hot day out there for us. And taking a look outside this evening on live Doppler 7, I should say really this morning. Now it's 73 here in Dayton, so we haven't moved much from last hour. 70 in Springfield, 64 in Urbana, 70 in Greenville, and 69 in Wilmington. A few spots where I dropped into the 60s here early this morning. And I expect that to be the trend over the next several hours as well. In fact, let's take a look at that hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures are going to kind of remain steady for the rest of the overnight. That's thanks in part to a southwest wind, but clear skies will carry with us even into early tomorrow morning, if you will, as we get into sunrise. You're heading off to church or breakfast or anything you may have planned. It's going to be a pretty nice morning out there for us, but it's going to be on the warm side, and it's going to warm up very quickly. If you're heading out to maybe enjoy one of the last warmer days we might have of this year, and you want to enjoy it out in the pool tomorrow, sunshine, highs getting up to around 90 degrees, very warm. And with the heat out there, the humidity as well, it's going to be like the lower 90s. And that means our UV index is going to be pretty high for today. We do anticipate a UV index of 8, which means you could get a sunburn in as little as 25 minutes. I know that may seem kind of hard to kind of comprehend as we're getting later into the year now, but we can still get some pretty good sun rays. So sunscreen and hats, still very good ideas out there for you. And make sure you reapply that sunscreen often. Now, looking at our Labor Day forecast, I know a lot of us may have some cookouts or some other things planned out there for you. Well, this is the way Labor Day is going to shake out. We're already up to 80 degrees by 10 o'clock, and here we're looking ahead to Monday right now. By 2 p.m., we're already making a run at 90 degrees, and by 6 o'clock, as maybe you're starting to wrap things up and getting ready to head home for that first day back to school and work on our shorter work week, 91 degrees at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and this feels like temperatures in the lower to middle 90s out there for you. Futurecast through the rest of the morning hours, we're going to have plenty of sunshine first thing in the morning, and we're not going to see much of a change. You'll find a few fair weather clouds out there. Not expecting any rain, and even though that might be a nice thing to help cool us off a little bit, we're going to continue to see sunshine even into the first part of our day on Monday as well, and into Monday afternoon. You can see it's going to warm up pretty quick once again. Afternoon highs setting to top out in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees for us once again. And looking at our small town forecast for today, as you can see, Park Lane will get up to about 89 degrees, Arcanum 88 degrees, Russia at 88 degrees, and Waynesfield set to top out at 87. And again, no matter where you are, it's going to be a hot afternoon out there for us today. That'll carry into our Labor Day on Monday as well. Those heat index highs in the middle 90s, even through Tuesday. A slight chance of rain Wednesday into Thursday, but that's looking pretty isolated at this point. And then it'll turn a little bit cooler for us.
Thank you, Nick. The Ohio State Buckeyes opened their season with an on-the-road win over Indiana. This is the 23rd consecutive season opener the Bucs have won. But Saturday's win doesn't show how lackluster the Bucs played. Head coach Ryan Day is hoping a starting quarterback emerges between Kyle McCord and Devin Brown, but he says he's not ruling out playing both.
A lot to grow on.